Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Really do appreciate your time. A 10-year-old girl has been missing since June, and nobody has reported her missing. Not in July, not in August, not even in September. It takes 4 months before anyone says her name, Gabrielle Terrelonge. And when the world finally does hear her name, it's not because she was found, it's because her mother got arrested on a child neglect charge. It took the courtroom a photo booking and $100,000 bond to bring attention to this little girl who should have been protected long before now. Gabrielle has been missing since June 21st, last seen in Broward County, somewhere between Hollywood, Florida, around that area. But she wasn't reported missing until October 28th. The FBI and the FDLE and the local police are searching, but we're in November now, and we still don't know where she is. A lot to talk about on the other side of this.
Coming in clutch, better tighten the pearls. Dropping cold facts, got the truth for the world. No smoke, no fluff, just the real that we trust. Hold on to your seat, cause I'm coming in clutch.
Well, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Really do appreciate your time. You could have chosen to be anywhere on YouTube. You have a lot of options, anywhere on the internet, anywhere in the world, and you chose to be right here. I know your time is very valuable, and I do appreciate you spending some time with me. Today is November 5th, 2025. It is currently 7:48 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. Bonjour. Thank you all so much for joining me. Look at this beautiful little darling right here. She is missing and has been missing for months. There is not hardly any creators speaking about this little gal. And as you guys know, I want to do better. Um, and I think we should all do better in the true crime community, doing indigenous individuals and people of color, because they don't get the same attention. Let's be real about it for a moment. And every single soul matters that is lost. And this little girl needs your help, especially if you are in the Florida area. Please share this live out. Please. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I really, really do appreciate you all very, very much. Today, we are talking about a 10-year-old little girl who went missing barely in the summertime, almost the spring of this year. We are now in November, and she needs found. She needs found. Good to see you all in chat. Susan, Robin, who else do we got? Jenny, Leslie, Shelby, Pam, Cecilia, you're breaking my heart. Catherine, good to see you, love. Forget me not. Mallory, Pam, Jenny, Shannon, Kelly, Margie, Pink, Susan, Graham, Jennifer Lee, Lolo, good to see you, honey. So glad you're back. Glenna, Tina, Sheila, Susan, Carol, always skeptical. Leslie, keeping it real, honey. Good to see you. Pam, Snow Feathers. Thank you, my dear. Anna, Forget Me Not. Tina, Kim, Passion Flower, Tara, Carol, Anna, Pink Warrior. Hello, everyone. Golden, everyone. Good to see you all. Thank you, guys, so much for joining me. Yes, please share this live out. There's so many ways you can help with this live. One is hitting that thumbs up button. It recommends it to more people. The more takes free. That's all you got to do. Hit the thumbs up button. And if you share the live out, even better, even better. I don't know why I'm already emotional on this. I think it's because she's just not getting the attention that I believe it so deserves. And how can a child, and there's so many of them that we cover, be forgotten for months? I'll wait. I'll wait. Most of us know where our children are at every waking, every time they're awake, asleep, with, all hours. Yeah. Yeah, Kim. A lot of people hasn't. And I'm doing what I can to bring a little attention to this. Shannon, is everything okay with you from last night, my dear? Hopefully, my love. Mallory, thank you so much, my dear. You. Just a little baby pearl. Oh, so cute. I love you, darling. Thank you, sweet Mallory. I really do appreciate you very, very much. You are such a sweet soul, and thank you so much. Hello, Miss Holly. Good to see you. And everyone, Lady Gracious, hello. Excuse me. All right. This is not going to be a long live because there is only a limited amount of information. I will be live after this as well. This is in Florida, and we are in Margate, Florida, for 10-year-old Gabrielle. Sorry, I think it's pronounced Gabe. Yeah, it's pronounced Gabrielle. Terrelonge. Authorities say Gabrielle was last seen June 21st in South Broward, Hollywood area, Florida. But she wasn't reported missing until October 29th, just a few days ago. This week, her mother, Passha Bianca Davis, 34 years old, was arrested on child neglect charges, and a judge set her bond at $100,000. Also ordered a ankle monitor and mental health evaluation. Meanwhile, the FBI Miami field office and the Margate Police say Gabrielle remains missing and at risk. Her physical description and last known outfit is obviously a black female, 4'8", around 100 pounds or so, shoulder length black hair, last seen wearing a white t shirt, black pants, and white Crocs. Investigators have said that she traveled between Central and South Florida with family and may have been with her mother before the arrest. But we're just hoping that something comes of this. I want to show you a photo of mom, by the way, here in just momentarily as well. So let's see here. She Central and South Florida, and that is also including the Orlando area, by the way. Um, the official FBI poster notes that the family may be homeless, ties to South and Central Florida, uh, mobility likely high. Now, that's really, really scary, um, because if she's homeless and she hasn't been seen in months or reported missing in months, God only knows where she is and if she's okay, right? Hey, Nurse Sandy, thank you so much, my dear. Thank you so much for your support. Love you, sweet Nurse Sandy. You're an OG girl. Love you to pieces. Thank you so much, Nurse Sandy, for your support. Oh, that's good, Shannon. Thank God. Thank God. Thank God. Okay, good. All right. So, there's a lot of different things in this case that strange and raises questions. Obviously, the first is the delay, right? Last seen June 21st and reported October 29th. That's over 4 months. Why wasn't she reported missing sooner? The mother lives in a very high, unsustainable scenario. Reports of living on the streets, and the child is would have been constantly moving across regions, and without being located. Nobody knows where she is. Also, the neglect charge, right? While not a direct kidnapping count, at least currently, the arrest of the mother signals serious concerns about her role and or whereabouts of the child. The fact that the case has been upgraded to a missing child alert only after the mother's being jailed, incarcerated, suggests law enforcement considers her association key to the child's whereabouts. So again, South Central Florida, from Hollywood, Florida, up to Orlando, very important. And again, June, so she was wearing white Crocs, and that could stand out as well. White Crocs. Be looking for white Crocs specifically. When there was mental health and all of that associated with the parents' neglect or abuse, it's homelessness, it's a bad scenario, right? If you see Gabrielle, you can call 1-800-CALL-FBI. You can submit a tip at tips.fbi.gov. You can also contact the local Margate PD 954-972-7111. You can remain 100% anonymous. A few dates that we need to talk about. Last confirmed sighting, June 21st. October 29th she was officially reported missing. On November 3rd, 2 days ago, authorities issue a missing child alert indicating she may be in Orlando area and have been traveling with her mother. It's really suspicious, very, very suspicious that a mother would not report. Where's the father? Good question. Good question. Yes, Patty, from June. And again, this is not getting enough attention. We need to give this attention. I really ask that all of you hit that thumbs up button, share this live, comment below, even if it's a smiley face, I'll reply back, because that also helps this video. If it's a smiley face, if it's a hi, hello, anything, comment below when after for my replay crew or after the live stream. You guys in live stream, if you just say something below. All right, so here we go. We're going to get to what the little bit that we currently know. If you don't, it's sad. If you don't have blonde hair and blue or green eyes like me, you just don't get the attention. The mainstream media needs to do better with promoting, and we all need to do better. And that's just the truth of it. That's just it. Because if you don't have someone of color in your family now, you probably will sooner or later. Okay? We're all human beings and we all matter.
6 o'clock tonight, a South Florida mother is under arrest tonight. She's facing neglect charges related to a daughter who's been missing now for months. 7 News reporter Nicole Ensalada is at the jail in Fort Lauderdale with details. Nicole.
Well, Craig, this is so distressing for the other members of this family who have been looking for this little girl, hoping that this mom will provide some answers. And as you mentioned, she's here at the Broward County Jail, but so far they still have no idea where this little girl is.
We don't have any clue where she is.
This is how her aunt likes to think of 10-year-old Gabrielle Terrelonge, smiling and happy. But where is she? Relatives say they do not know.
Davis, page 5.
They think Gabrielle's mother might. Passha Davis in court Wednesday, but family members say they feel no closer to finding the little girl. Her whereabouts a mystery since June, when she and her mother were spotted at this Hollywood Walmart. Davis is charged with child neglect.
Okay, so this is mom. This is mom. Again, child neglect. They are... I don't think she's still in jail because she has a tracker on her leg. And hopefully, I'm sure the authorities are watching that. FBI is running all of this down. And hopefully, they will find where 10-year-old little Gabrielle is. Love you too, Sheila.
However,
Am I to understand that allegedly she doesn't know where the child is?
Your Honor, what's understood is she hasn't said anything. It's not known if that's actually accurate or not. She hasn't given any piece of information
Okay.
about the last time she saw the child. Anything.
Right. And despite different law enforcement agencies trying to find the child, nobody's able to find the child.
As of, Your Honor, my understanding as of now, including the FBI, the child is still missing.
I mean, it would have been better if they didn't want to even give her to me. They could have taken her and put her in foster care. But there was more than enough family members that was willing to take her.
But her aunt says attempts to win custody through the Department of Children and Families and the courts went nowhere. She saw Gabrielle last.
If this doesn't break your heart, look at this. Take a good look at this. This is our youth, our babies in America, the United States, sleeping on a fucking street. They don't even have school. Beyond sad. Beyond sad. Who knows if she's been trafficked even? Has she been trafficked? We're talking about Central and South Florida here. Creators, if you watch this, please do a 30-minute live on this. I beg you. Please. Is she alive? Did mom have mental health issue? Snap? People will just attack you at night.
Year, sleeping on the ground outside with her mother.
Gabby, she liked being indoors. She said she was tired of walking around on the street, and she told her mom she wants to stay.
But Passha Davis and her daughter once again went out on their own. Then in October, Davis was arrested, suspected of shoplifting at this Margate Dollar Tree. This is her mugshot from that incident. And her daughter, nowhere to be found. Gabrielle's father reported her missing.
I did advise Miss Davis she'll have her day in court.
Even with her mother behind bars, the girl's relatives are having a hard time staying hopeful. But they have a message for their lost niece.
Her family loves her, and we're looking for her, and she knows that her aunt loves her. My worst fear is that Gabrielle is not alive.
She needs adopted. I'll take her. I'll come to Florida right now. Just give her the best life. These poor children, they go through so much. Your mom stealing from the Dollar Tree. Going to jail for the Dollar Tree. She didn't get to go to bed comfortable. She was on a, and probably if she is alive right now, is on a cardboard, you know, something on the street.
And of course, they're certainly hoping that that isn't true, that there will be some sort of miracle and they'll be able to find her. So they're hoping with all of those pictures that have been released, someone will recognize her, maybe saw her somewhere, and will give a call to authorities. So if you know anything, you are asked to call 1-800-CALL-FBI, or of course, you can always dial 911. And as for her mom, remains her in the Broward County Jail. She's got a bond of $100,000. Reporting live in Fort Lauderdale, Nicole Insalata, 7.
When was this? This was today. So mom is still in jail? Gabrielle's family believes Davis may know where the little girl's whereabouts, but has not given authorities any information. Am I to understand, allegedly, she doesn't know where the child is? Question mark, the judge asked. Your Honor, what's understood is she hasn't said anything. It's not known if that's actually accurate, said the prosecution. She hasn't given any piece of information, but the last time she saw the child, anything. She hasn't given any piece of information, but the last time she saw the child, anything. I don't get the last part. She was ordered to wear an ankle monitor and undergo mental health evaluation. Investigators said Gabrielle was last seen June 21st in Broward County, but was not reported missing until October 29th after authorities discovered her mother had been incarcerated in Florida, accused of shoplifting at a Dollar Tree. Who knows if she's even alive? Hey, Crystal. She won't say. Mom isn't saying. Very similar to Rebecca. Melody. Can't the judge make her talk? No, a judge can't make anybody talk. How did they know she had a daughter when she was arrested for shoplifting? I think she went to jail and the dad was like, "Where's my daughter?" Is what I'm thinking here. Her disappearance was upgraded to a missing child alert earlier this week. Gabrielle is described as a black female, 4'8", weighing about 100 pounds, with shoulder-length black hair. She was last seen wearing a white t-shirt, black long pants, and white Crocs. Gabrielle's aunt, who didn't want to be identified, said she had been fighting to take Gabrielle into her home because the girl and her mother had been living on the streets. Quote, "We don't have any clue where she is. I mean, it would have been better if they even didn't want to give her to me. They could have given her to foster care. But there was more than enough family members that was willing to take her, but nobody was willing to help do the right thing," end quote, the girl's aunt said. Quote, "Her family loves her and we are looking for her and would like her to return safely and would like her to come and be with us away from harm," end quote. Gabrielle's aunt said the last time she saw her was last year. Gabby, she liked being indoors. She said she was tired of walking around on the streets and told her mom she wants to stay, meaning, I guess, at her aunt's house. Can you imagine walking along day and night, maybe because your mom has mental health issues or addiction issues, and just whenever you two get tired, if you can find cardboard, you sleep on the fucking cardboard. This is America, the richest country the world has ever known, and there is children sleeping on the sidewalks. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. This was a little bit earlier. We got some more information coming in. Breaks my heart. Oh, thank you, Miss Tara. Thank you, darling. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for your support, my love. Thank you. You have a beautiful heart. Continue to do this good work. Thank you, Taylor. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, darling. And your puppy is beautiful. Is it it's a Great Dane? Harlequin? Is it Harlequin? Great Dane? Beautiful. Angel. All right, here we go. These things keep me up at night, I'm telling you.
Us saying the state of California needs to fight back.
What the hell is this? That's not it? I hate when they put a separate video with an article. Beautiful little gal. Beautiful little gal. Just imagine being a kid. Put yourself in that position when you were 10 years old. Security is one of the biggest gifts, one of the most important things you can give to your kids. Physical security, right? Mental, emotional security, a safe environment. God only knows. God only knows what this baby has seen. And if she is okay. She just wants a home, right? I wonder where she was there. She had a room or bed. I don't know. Again, this is the mom. She doesn't look that old. She doesn't look that old at all. Let's see here. 10 years old. That's what, 4th grade? 4th grade, something like that? Family member says, I feel very powerless. I can imagine. Is mom saying this because she's mentally unwell? Is she saying this because she's hiding something that happened to her? She does. Yeah. Or is she doing this because she's afraid she's going to get taken away? Hey, Roswell. Good to see you, honey. All right, here we go.
Year-old girl. Gabrielle Terrelonge's family says right now concern is growing for the safety of a missing 10-year-old girl. Gabrielle Terrelonge's family says they haven't seen her since June, and her mother is also now missing after being released from the Broward County Jail.
NBC6 reporter Ari Atzer joins us now with what we know this evening. Ari.
Well, Juwan, I can tell you that the girl's family up in Port St. Lucie is extremely worried, and so is law enforcement. We're standing outside the FBI building because agents here have joined Margate Police and the Florida Department of Law Enforcement in trying to track down this homeless woman and her daughter. Right now on the FBI's kidnappings and missing persons page, the newest addition is the 10-year-old girl who hasn't been seen in more than 4 months, Gabrielle Terrelonge. Margate Police arrested the girl's mother, 34-year-old Passha Davis, on October 17th for allegedly shoplifting at this Dollar Tree store. While she was in jail, police say Gabrielle's father, who lives in Central Florida, reported her missing. But Davis bonded out of jail, and now the search is on. Police and the FBI don't know where Davis is, and they're concerned about the safety of the little girl.
Wait a second. Hold on. Did she bond out of jail? How did she get out of $100,000 bond? I got to figure this out.
That someone has taken her or she's given her to someone that she doesn't know.
We reached the little girl's aunt, who is the sister-in-law of Passha Davis, and she told us Davis has mental health issues. She left Central Florida with Gabrielle, and they haven't seen them in many months.
Her mother does not trust Gabby with anyone, and so that is the most alarming, scary part of this whole situation, is that she's in jail for over 10 days, and we have no idea where Gabby would be.
According to the aunt, Davis is frequently homeless.
Okay, I think it might have been the time when she went maybe was it for the Dollar Tree? Me too, Patty. We're going to figure this out. We're going to figure it out. If she got out, I want to know how the hell she got out.
That's Gabby sleeping outdoors on a cardboard.
That's another picture of her. This baby is on a cardboard box. The first arrest, $200 bond. Way to go, America. Way to go. Fucking ignorant people. I'm telling sorry guys. It just, you don't talk, you don't get out. We're going to make it hard on you if you're making it hard on us finding this little girl, because you're making it hard on your little girl.
Matt, the aunt tried and failed to gain custody of her niece, citing the erratic behavior of her mother.
I feel.
Look at this.
Sleeping outdoors on a cardboard.
Look, someone's standing over top of her.
Matt.
I mean, parking lot lines. This is in a parking lot. You see the white lines, the parking lot lines?
The aunt tried and failed to gain custody of her niece, citing the erratic behavior of her mother.
Hold on, when was that? Let me see that. Booking sheet 10/17/2025. Arrest date 10/17/25. Out of custody. Release date Friday, October 31st. She's out. She's out. Oh my God. She's out. That's okay. You know, nobody's seen your daughter since barely summertime. You know, late spring, early summer, months ago. You know, just 2 seasons have passed by. I don't get it, man. Thank you, Panda. Thank you, Lovely. Appreciate you. Thank you for the support. Thank you for all you do. You're so sweet and beautiful heart. And love you. Thank you for supporting. Love you, darling. Appreciate you, Miss Panda. God bless you. Love you to pieces, honey. Thank you so very much, my dear.
Behavior of her mother.
I feel very powerless. I feel angry because I know that it would happen. Things were not progressively getting better. They're progressively getting worse.
At one point, the aunt says, Davis was Baker acted in St. Lucie County. She refused to live in the aunt's house or to let Gabby stay there. And then she disappeared with the girl.
So she deserves to be like a regular girl and sleep in a warm bed and have meals and eat candy and have friends and talk to other kids. And she knows nothing of that life, and it's very sad to me.
So Davis and Gabby were last seen together at a Walmart in Hollywood back in June. Gabby's father reported her missing to police on October 29th, again, while Davis was in the Broward County Jail. We don't know why she was allowed to bond out if they knew that her child was missing at the same time.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I mean, the FBI is on this. Didn't she have an ankle monitor? Yes, she has an ankle monitor. So, like, how the hell do you not know where the hell she is? But we just got some new information, and we're going to talk about.
And she was not charged with shoplifting. She was charged with resisting arrest without violence and also presenting false identification to law enforcement officers. She wouldn't tell the cops who she was, which also seems suspicious to them in retrospect. Now they're just hoping to find her and her daughter safe and sound.
Where's her ankle monitor? Where's her ankle monitor? Okay, 48 minutes ago, this just came out. Thank you so much, Sarah, for sending this. The search for Gabby, mother arrested, but mom on whereabouts of missing 10-year-old daughter. New details are being learned about 10-year-old Gabrielle, who went missing from South Florida as the search for her continues. 1 second. This is brand new. Guys, do me a favor. If you have not hit that thumbs up button yet, please hit that thumbs up button. Would greatly, greatly appreciate it. Share this live out. It means so much, truly.
10-year-old girl who has not been seen for nearly 5 months. She was reported missing by her father only after her homeless mother was arrested in Margate last month, and the child was nowhere to be found.
Yeah, that mother was arrested again yesterday, charged now with child neglect for failing to protect Gabby. But there is much more to this family's plight, as NBC6 investigator Tony Pipitone has been uncovering. Tony, what can you tell us?
Well, it's just a sad story of homelessness, poverty, mental illness, a custody lawsuit, and at the center of it, through no fault of her own, a now missing 10-year-old girl whose aunt told me she did all she could to try to save her from the streets. This was Gabby Terrelonge at her best, staying last year with her aunt in Port St. Lucie.
Gabby's a loving.
That was last year in Port St. Lucie, and that's the last time her aunt saw her. Look how well taken care of she looks there. Looks very happy, clean, all of that. That certainly beats sleeping in a parking lot where you can see parking lines, taking pictures. Why would someone take pictures like that?
Little girl. She's always trying to be like upbeat, given the situation. She seems to try to find the joy in everything.
But this was her in the worst of situations, sleeping on cardboard in a Broward County alley around 3:30 in the morning in October 2024. It's where her father's sister, the aunt we spoke to, found her and took these photos before calling the Broward Sheriff's Office.
I wanted to.
God bless that aunt then. That makes perfect sense. God bless this aunt. That's what you should have done. Yes. Document everything. Everything. If you ever see a kid, a child, being neglected, harmed anyway, document it in every way you can. Whip out your camera, the video, any way, write it down, time, place, all of that, and send it in. Aunt has been trying to get this child. And if something happened to her, in my opinion, there's not only blood on the mom's hands, but CPS's.
Save Gabby from other mishaps that can happen when you're homeless and your parent is not coherent or not mentally sound.
Within weeks, the aunt filed this petition seeking temporary custody of Gabby, who she wrote would sleep in the street with her mother, 34-year-old Passha Davis, who is homeless and on medication for schizophrenia. Davis was soon after Baker acted, the aunt told us, and Gabby began to thrive with her aunt.
So Baker acted is the Florida's way of the state saying that you need mental help, and that is where the state gets involved until you are able to come to some sort of mental status where you can make your own rational, logical decisions.
Talkative. She's not afraid to speak her mind.
And streetwise beyond her years.
Not very trusting. She's also suspicious of people because her mom has trained her to be that way as well.
Released from her mental health commitment, Davis reunited with Gabby at the aunt's house by last December. And in this letter to the judge considering the custody question, she said she intended to stay there, get Gabby into school and get a job while refilling her medication and seeing a psychiatrist. A week later, the aunt took this photo of Gabby going to school. The next day, December 11th, she says they were gone.
Gabby told her mother, I don't want to leave, Mom. I want to stay with my auntie. You can stay too. And she told her mother to behave. She's always ruining it for them.
It wasn't until last month, nearly
That's
2
so
weeks
sad.
after Davis was detained on suspicion of shoplifting from this Margate Dollar Tree, that she heard from her brother that Gabby was missing. Now she can only fear what has happened to the girl she tried to save.
I feel like she deserves to be like a regular girl and sleep in a warm bed and have meals and eat candy and have friends and talk to other kids. And she knows nothing of that life, and it's very sad to me.
Now, the judge wound up having to dismiss the custody case in May because the aunt was never able to properly serve Davis with the legal papers to move the case forward. She had not heard about them for months, she says, not until her brother called her last month asking if Gabby was with her because she was nowhere to be found.
There needs to be a loophole around this. I'm telling you, if these homeless people are mentally incapacitated or whatever, there needs to be a loophole without serving them. You can't serve someone you can't find. No child should ever have to sleep on the street, not this day and age. God, this ticks me off, and the mother has been let out of jail. Yeah. And you're right. It sounds like Gabby is the adult in this situation.
After the mother was arrested. Reporting in the newsroom, Tony,
Oh,
to
what was
properly serve Davis with the legal papers to move the case forward. She had not heard about them for months, she says, not until her brother called her last month asking if Gabby was with her because she was nowhere to be found after the mother was arrested. Reporting in the newsroom, Tony Pipitone, NBC6 News.
Okay. Okay, the mom is 34 years old. And when she was arrested just the other day at the Dollar Tree, which is also very suspicious, she would not give the police her name. You don't give the police their name, then you go downtown and you get fingerprinted, and they will find your name and hold you even longer if they have to. And she also withheld the most important information is where is 10-year-old Gabby, who was not with her. Now, mom, okay, that's very, very concerning because mom is caught stealing at the Dollar Tree. And Gabby was not with her, which means only a few things. That Gabby is with someone she knows, or maybe doesn't know, or something really bad has happened to her. Right? Is this someone she knows? Is this a trafficking situation? Or did something happen to Gabby? I pray to God, please, Lord, no. Nothing has happened to this child. Even after police facial recognition software revealed her photo, name, and date of birth, Davis denied it was her. Police say she was taken to jail and charged with falsely identifying herself and resisting an officer without violence. That was October 17th. 12 days later, Gabby's father, who told police he had not seen Gabby since May, searched online, found Davis' arrest records, and started making calls to find who had their daughter, according to his sister, Gabby's aunt. So far, one second, y'all, apologize. So sorry about that. Justin, she is male. She is in main jail, Broward County. Okay, we're looking. 1 second. That's 118 days between the last sighting and the arrest. Now the FBI, FDLE, and Margate Police are looking for any clues of what happened to Gabby. Mother rearrested. Davis was released on a $200 bond last Friday, 2 days after Gabby's father, Gordon how do you pronounce that? Terrelonge? Yeah, Terrelonge reported the child missing after telling investigators she did not know Gabby's whereabouts and that she should be with her father. Why would she say that? Why would she say that? Thank you, Pam. Thank you, lovely. Appreciate you so much. Justin, you have such a caring heart. I really love you. Thank you so much, sweetheart. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Pam, for your support. And thank you so much for being a member here on the Pearl family. Really, really do appreciate you, my dear. But finding no evidence of that, Davis was rearrested Tuesday at Lauderhill Transit Center on State Road 7. Okay, this was updated 4 hours ago. One second. I am praying she's back in jail.
Wow.
Is today? What is today? Today's Wednesday. Yep. So she was rearrested yesterday.
5-star meals without the stress on the Home Chef menu for a limited time.
Right now, a mother is in custody, but still there are no signs of her daughter, Gabby Terrelonge.
Gabby was last seen in June at Hollywood's Walmart there, and that's where we find NBC6's Ari Adza, who joins us live with the latest on these breaking developments here. Ari.
Yeah, Roxy, as you said, 10-year-old Gabby Terrelonge was last seen at this Walmart here behind me in Hollywood with her mother, Passha Davis, on June 21st. On October,
She's homeless, and like homeless, not homeless sleeping on people's couches, homeless as in on the street with a baby.
October 29th, her father, who lives in Central Florida, reported the child missing. Now, yesterday, after a manhunt involving the FBI, Margate Police, and the Florida Department of Law Enforcement, Passha Davis is back in jail. She is now charged with child neglect without great bodily harm. Take a look at the video. She's already been in bond court this morning. Prosecutors told the judge they are concerned about Gabby because she was not with her mother.
What the hell's wrong with her?
And Davis is not cooperating.
Hold the phone. Did she just roll her eyes?
She's already been in bond court this morning. Prosecutors told the judge they are concerned about Gabby because she was not with her mother, and Davis is not cooperating.
That bitch just rolled her eyes. She rolled her eyes.
She's not answering questions about the girl, like where she is and who's taking care of her. So Davis has been homeless on and off for several years. Margate Police stopped her on suspicion of shoplifting on October 17th. They charge her with resisting arrest and using a fake ID. In that case, she spent 10 days in jail before bonding out. That sparked a search for her, and now the child is still missing. Mom is back in jail. Right now, on the FBI's kidnappings and missing persons page, the newest addition is Gabrielle Terrelonge. Police found her mom, but they're still looking for the little girl who her aunt described to us as being bright, inquisitive.
So she gets arrested in October. She's in jail for 12 days. Nobody knows where Gabby is. A 10-year-old during those 12 days. Now, Gabby's mom is back in jail. Again, nobody knows where she is. They said, well, she might be with her mother. Well, apparently she wasn't with the 12 days, so I don't know why they're saying that. And she's clearly not with her mother now either. And nobody has seen or heard from this 10-year-old baby since June.
And talkative, and the aunt also told us yesterday that she had once tried and failed to gain custody of Gabrielle because she says Passha Davis has severe mental health issues, even being Baker acted at one point, which often result in her being homeless and Gabby sleeping on cardboard mats outdoors. So now that Davis is in custody, it's a big break for police. They're hoping that she will cooperate and lead them to wherever Gabby might be. Hopefully they will find.
They're hoping she cooperates. Well, she didn't cooperate during the 12 days. She wouldn't give her name even.
Gabby safe and sound. That's the hope, but police are clearly concerned about this. I spoke to one of the investigators at Margate Police just before I got on the air. He said they're getting nowhere with questioning her. She's not cooperating, but the search continues for little Gabrielle Terrelonge. Hopefully, as I said, they will find her safe and sound. Guys, we're live in Hollywood. Ari Adza, NBC6 News.
Exactly, Jen. Exactly. My ass. This was updated
What are you still doing?
4 hours ago. Davis and Gabby were last seen together at Walmart in Hollywood back in June. Again, mom is not cooperating still. You know, it's not. One second, guys. I apologize. I've got to check on something. I'll be right back. I'm going to play something. I apologize.
Big brain, come along with me. Together with the truth you'll see. Got pearls and a laughter too. The search for facts is always new. In this place we keep it real. Classy vibes and joyful zeal. Join the journey, it's just begun. We shine brighter than the sun. Hit the light and share the vibe. Crush those pearls, let's take the ride. Helen here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear. Spreading truth is what we do. So hit subscribe and join the crew. With every search we pave the way. Together we will save the day. With every laugh we lift our hearts. In the search we all take part. Thank you all for standing strong. Together we belong. Hit the light and share the vibe. Clutch those pearls, let's take the ride. Come in here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear. Every laugh we lift our hearts. In the search we all take part. Thank you all for standing strong. Together we belong. Hit the light and share the vibe. Crush those pearls, let's take the ride. Come in here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear.
The pearls were bound together through the storm and darkest weather. We search high, we search low, together everywhere we go. Justin's here and he's going live with the best fans by my side. We're a family, we hold strong. Together we can right the wrong. We clutch them pearls, we shine like stars. Searching wide, spreading love afar. Every stream, every heartfelt plea. We are one in this community. Daily grind, but we're not stopping. Pearls around the world just popping. With each view and every share, we send hope and show we care. We clutch them pearls, we shine like stars. Searching wide, spreading love.
Sorry about that, guys. I am paranoid. And I have my window open just a little bit, and I smelled something burning. And it was thankfully outside. I guess something's burning outside, but I always just check everything. I'm just really paranoid, so always rather be safer than sorry. Okay. Sorry about that. I haven't either. Wait, what? I haven't either. I mean, we text back and forth, but haven't seen anything. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Davis appeared before Broward judge on Wednesday, who asked about her whereabouts. And okay, hold on. What's this one?
T-Mobile has an exclusive bundle.
Okay. I want to get to that other article. It's very, very detailed. Scared me at my mom's too. I'm petrified of like fires and stuff like that. So I'm just like, as soon as I smell it, I have a memory of a goldfish, especially after limes, but my sense of smell, I can smell something when nobody else can. Like I can smell anything. It's bizarre.
Is also now missing after being released from the Broward County Jail.
NBC6 reporter Ari Otzer joins us now with
she's back in jail.
What we know this evening. Ari.
Well, Juwan, I can tell you that the girl's family up in Port St. Lucie is extremely worried, and so is law enforcement. We're standing outside the FBI building because agents here.
Okay, she was rearrested. This is just a little bit of an older video. I'm just trying to see if there's anything that we haven't learned. There's a new article that's out, and it's very detailed. We're going to go over, but she was rearrested yesterday. I lost my sense of smell with COVID sucks before. When I had the Rona one time, I couldn't smell, and it was the weirdest thing. It's almost like my nose was numb. Her next court date is 11/10. Thank you for that.
Have joined Margate Police and the Florida Department of Law Enforcement in trying to track down this homeless woman and her daughter.
Ooh.
Right now on the FBI's kidnappings and missing persons page, the newest addition is the 10-year-old girl who hasn't been seen in more than 4 months, Gabrielle Terrelonge. Margate Police arrested the girl's mother, 34-year-old Passha Davis.
34 years old. I wonder how long she's been homeless. That's what I would like to know. I want to show you this. Okay, this is the court.
Oh, Your Highness. Fancy Feast presents Mealtime in a Whole New Light. Fancy Feast Gems. Our latest chef-inspired creation is cuisine fit for a queen. A rich, pure
do anything.
mid-mousse pâté, crafted of the highest quality ingredients and crowned with savory gravy. Transform the everyday into extraordinary. With Fancy Feast Gems, love is in the details.
A big break in the search for a missing 10-year-old. Police found the girl's homeless mother, and she is in custody tonight.
But her daughter is still missing. Ari Otzer joins us live from Lauderhill tonight with more. Ari.
Well, Juwan, it's really awful to think that no one knows where this child is, but that's the sad reality for little Gabrielle Terrelonge, who was caught up in this absolute mess of her mother's mental illness and poverty. And police found the mother, Passha Davis, here at the Lauderhill Transit Center yesterday, but she's not talking.
All right, Miss Davis, you're charged with 1 count neglect of a child without great bodily harm.
Passha Davis is back in jail, but her daughter, 10-year-old Gabrielle
look at this. So clearly something is off here with her. Either she's seriously going through some issues, or she's being disrespectful.
But she's not talking.
What's this?
All right, Miss Davis, you're charged with 1 count neglect of a child without great bodily harm.
Passha Davis is back in jail, but her daughter, 10-year-old Gabrielle Terrelonge, is still missing. Gabby was last seen with her mom on June 21st at this Walmart in Hollywood. Security camera video showed them in the checkout line. On October 17th, Margate Police stopped Davis on suspicion of shoplifting at this Dollar Tree store. She allegedly refused to tell the officers who she was, lied about her identity, and they charged her with resisting arrest. She spent 2 weeks in
Pretty
jail.
woman.
And while she was behind bars, Gabby's father reported his daughter missing, but Davis bonded out. That sparked a search. The FBI got involved, adding Gabby to their kidnappings and missing persons page. Police.
Shannon, that's what I'm afraid of as well. Other than, you know, I want to, hopefully she's alive. But, you know, it makes you wonder, did she do it for money? Mom, did she do
Found
it for money?
Davis Tuesday.
Am I to understand that allegedly she doesn't know where the child is?
Your Honor, what's understood is she hasn't said anything. It's not known if that's actually accurate or not. She hasn't given any piece of information about the last time she saw the child. Anything.
Right, and despite different law enforcement agencies trying to find the child, nobody's able to find the child.
As of, Your Honor, my understanding as of now, including the FBI, the child is still missing.
I fear that someone has taken her or she's given her to someone that she doesn't know.
Gabby's aunt spoke to us on the phone from St. Lucie County. She told us Davis has mental health issues. She left Central Florida with Gabrielle, and they haven't seen them in many months. The aunt tracked them down last year and took pictures of Gabby sleeping on a cardboard mat at 3:30 in the morning in the alleyway next to a pizza shop in Plantation. The workers at Mr. D's Pizza said they had seen Davis and Gabby there before, but not in many months. The aunt tried and failed to gain custody of her niece, citing the erratic behavior of the mother.
I feel very powerless. I feel angry because I know that it would happen. Things were not progressively getting better, they're progressively getting worse.
So let's talk about the girl's father for a second. Gordon Terrelonge is listed as the victim in the arrest report. His name is blacked out, but we can read through the lines and see who that is. And he, according to the guys in the pizza shop, used to be seen hanging around there with the mother and with their daughter about a year ago. They haven't seen him, though, in a very long time. And his sister, who is the girl's aunt, who we spoke to, said that he realized that somebody wasn't taking care of Gabby when he found out that her mother was in jail.
And that's exactly right, Yvette. It's been long enough that if she'd left her with a new friend that was decent, surely they would have made the news by now, or they would have called the cops, said the mom hasn't came back or whatever. And the problem is she was just rearrested yesterday. Before that, she was in jail for 12 days. Okay. That means Gabby has to be with someone, whether that is a friend or trafficked or, God forbid, deceased. That's all the scenarios I can think of, unless I'm missing something. Yeah, sugar, yeah. The aunt tried to serve her with papers to get Gabby, and she was gone. And I mean, I appreciate the dad speaking up and saying, "Where's my daughter?" But how could he allow his daughter to be sleeping on the streets? I mean, that's just the truth, sir. Good question, Marie.
Now you've got the FBI, the FDLE, Margate Police, and other law enforcement agencies all looking for that little girl. And let's hope that they succeed and find her safe and sound.
Well, they have been looking for her since October 29th. right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Today's a week. Today's a week. Was he homeless also? Not that I'm aware of. Not that I'm aware of. I don't know what's wrong with this video. Okay. Ooh, it says updated 8 minutes ago. What was updated 8 minutes ago? Let's see here. Her charging affidavit states she, quote, failed to provide any reasonable explanation as to the whereabouts of her minor child and failed to provide adequate services and supervision necessary to maintain her physical and mental health. She's being held in lieu of a $100,000 bond ordered by a judge who seemed incredulous when he read the charging document at her bond Wednesday. Quote, all right, hold on one second, Judge Corey B. Friedman stated, pausing. Quote, I mean, am I understand that allegedly she doesn't know where the child is? Question mark. The prosecutor responded, quote, Your Honor, what's understood is she hasn't said anything. It's not known if that's actually accurate. She hasn't given any piece of information about the last time that she saw the child. Anything. Zilch. Nada. And despite different law enforcement agencies trying to find the child, nobody has able to find the child, Freeman said. Your Honor, my understanding as of now, including the FBI, the child is still missing. David's public defender said she denied the charges and will fight the allegations in court. Oh, you'll fight for that though, right? When your daughter is found sleeping at 3 a.m. on a cardboard box. I've never. The aunt says, quote, I can provide a clean, safe environment, food, love, and emotional and financial support, she wrote, requesting custody for 2 years. I want to save Gabby from other mishaps that can happen when you're homeless and your parent is not coherent or mentally sound, end quote, she told NBC6. And, quote, Gabby is not prepared for the world, end quote. She said Gabby thrived when staying with her. Quote, Gabby is a loving girl. She's always trying to be upbeat given the situation. She seems to try to find joy in everything. She's very talkative and not afraid to speak her mind, end quote. But she said Gabby is also streetwise beyond her years. She's probably had to be. Quote, she's not very trusting. She's also suspicious of people because her mom has trained her to be that way as well. I think she does realize that her mother has some issues and she's protective of her mother. She tries to correct her mother and she tells her mother when she doesn't like something that she's doing, and she'll try to speak up despite being powerless in the situation.
As much as we appreciate what our
She went to school one day. Her aunt had her in school one day, and the mother took her and ran. Hello, Sherry. Unbelievable. Gabby's parental grandmother confirmed Gabby's dire situation
For this little girl, Gabby Terrelonge, a 10-year-old girl, often homeless, last seen with her mother months ago. Police say
Gabby's paternal grandmother confirmed Gabby's dire situation in her own letter to the judge, saying that they and her son, Gordon Terrelonge, 37, sometimes slept in cars when they were homeless. Is the dad homeless too? Endorsing custody by the aunt, the grandmother wrote that the three of them would sometimes stay in Orlando for months, but, quote, they never stay and do appropriate planning necessary for a child to be in a stable and safe environment. Both Gabby's mother and aunt described Davis' struggles with mental health, and Davis admitting she has failed to take her medication at times, leading to what the aunt has said involuntary being committed last year under the Florida's Baker Act. Last November, when Gabby and Davis were living with Davis's mother in Port St. Lucie, Davis began showing signs of mental illness. Quote, she wouldn't sleep at night, end quote, the aunt recalled. You give her a bed to sleep and she wouldn't sleep in the bed. She would rather be on the ground. She would stare at the wall and gaze at the corner of her eye if she was looking at someone or something. And she would sit like that for hours. And if she did speak, she would talk about Tom, she would talk about Tom, a person named Tom Ford, an imaginary companion, she said. She probably means Tom Ford, the designer. I mean, you got good taste if you're talking about Tom Ford, but she said Davis's mother eventually called police, and Davis was under the Baker Act after showing signs of paranoia when the mother suggested she get some rest. I'm not tired. I'm not laying down. Why are you talking to me like that? And I can't leave you around my child because you're a pedophile, the aunt quoted Davis telling her mother. And she would just make up things as if she didn't know who her own mother was. When Davis was released from the mental health facility, she reunited with Gabby at the aunt's house in Port St. Lucie and wrote the judge assigned to the custody case that she was seeing a psychiatrist and refilling her medications. I intended to stay at the aunt's residence, have my daughter go to school in the area, and for myself gain employment in the area, she wrote in a letter in December 2nd, but that did not last. On December 10th, the aunt took a photo of a beaming Gabby outside of school where she had been enrolled. The next day, they were gone. She wanted to go where she wanted to go, the aunt told NBC6. She did not want to be home. Gabby told the mother, I don't want to leave, Mom. I want to stay with Auntie. You can stay too. But her mom would shush her and correct her, and she told her mother to behave. She's always ruining it for them. Poor little Gabby. The aunt continued to try and press for custody while she said helping the family stay in a Motel 6 in Fort Pierce for a while, but acting without a lawyer, she was unable to meet rigorous requirements placed for seeking to take custody from a natural parent. In May, the judge dismissed the case because the aunt was unable to find Davis and serve her with the necessary paperwork, forwarding and obtaining temporary custody. It wasn't until last month, she said, that she heard from her brother that the girl was missing, leaving all of them in fear.
What you doing, Zach? My T-Mobile.
I fear that someone has taken or she has given her to someone that she doesn't know, and I feel very powerless, she said. Also, she said there's anger and frustration at Davis, but also DCF, who stated in court records she contacted listing a DCF intake case number, but the agency did not file a case seeking to protect Gabby from harm.
Growing for the safety of a missing 10-year-old girl. Gabrielle Terrelonge's family says they haven't seen her since June, and her mother is also now missing after being released from the Broward County Jail.
NBC6 reporter Ari Atzer joins us now with what we know this evening. Ari.
Well, Juwan, I can tell you that the girl's family up in Port St. Lucie is extremely worried, and so is law enforcement. We're standing outside the FBI building because agents here have joined Margate Police and the Florida Department of Law Enforcement in trying to track down this homeless woman and her daughter. Right now on the FBI's kidnappings and missing persons.
I want to know. They did put an anklet on her. Is that how they found her? I took them in many times, and without the help of child services, I was not able to keep safe. I was not able to keep them safe in my home. The mother took her child and ran away at the moment that they could, she said. She told police she lost touch with her mother and daughter after last December. And her brother, Gabby's father, told police he had not seen Gabby since May 2025. The same month, the custody was dismissed. Orange County booking records show he was arrested in Orlando in March after a couple argued at the bus station, but the misdemeanor domestic battery charge against him was dropped, and the case has been sealed. They were homeless, she said, walking the streets to Margate and Plantation, riding the buses along Road 7. She said the same area where the October 17th shoplifting call at the Dollar Tree touched off a series of events that led Gabby to the most recent child display of the FBI kidnapping. Her aunt says, I feel like she deserves to be a regular girl and sleep in a warm bed and have meals and eat candy and have friends and talk to other kids, her aunt told us. And she knows nothing of life, and that is very sad for me. Unbelievable. No Amber Alert. Nope. Because they have no idea when she was last seen. I mean, well, the last time they can confirm was June. Right? Who she's with, anything like that. Thank you so much, Denise. Appreciate you, my dear. Welcome to the Pearl family. Appreciate you, my love. Good to see you. Oh my goodness, our cats look the same, Denise. They look very similar. So cute. Yes, thank you for becoming a Pearl. She didn't want to go with her mom, but wanted to stay with her aunt. Yeah. Yeah, but she's very also protective of her mother. I say that all the time. You see these poor kids, their parents can be, batshit crazy. I don't know what's that? Okay. But they will still defend their parents. They love them. That's all they know. So there's that. Very sad. All right, guys. I will be back here within 30 minutes. Stockholm Syndrome. Yeah. I'll be back within 30 minutes. I will see you guys here. Sent excellent email before the live. Thank you, Sassy. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. In just a few minutes, make sure you join me if you can. Probably going to be going over Jack and Lily's some stuff here. Hang tight. Hang tight. Hey, plant lady, good to see you, honey. I'll see you guys just a few minutes. Bye-bye.